start it.
You are in charge of your computer. Welcome to Marital Hate.
I am Doug.
I'm Stacy.
And this is Marital Hate.
We do a live interactive podcast weeknights, although we've been toying with changing that. What is going on with my hair? Were you going to just let me go on the internet?
I don't, you know what?
Oh, that's better.
I don't know if that's any better or not.
No, it's not. It's being silly. It's ridiculous. So I'm Stacy.
I'm Doug.
We're married.
We don't hate each other.
And we do this live interactive podcast 5 nights a week. I think I just said that, but you know.
We're saying it again.
So we, the best part of our podcast is that it's interactive. So the people that come to the podcast night after night have all become friends with one another. And they'll be friends with you if you do want friends.
And if you don't want friends,
do you have friends?
Nobody's going to force friends.
Yeah, no one's going to force. It's not like we're going to sit you down and make you watch Friends and it's not. We're not doing friend rape. But everybody's become friends and they all support one another. And the podcast is interactive. So if you have anything to say, just comment.
Just say it.
Along
is
with
what you have to do.
You will make.
If you got nothing to say,
with nowhere
don't say it.
Go.
Because we don't give a shit.
This is odd.
What do you got there?
The Marital Hate Facebook is not showing its thing.
It says it's checked, but it's grayed out.
That's
is
interesting.
That weird? That's weird. So maybe people are watching. Maybe they aren't.
That's why it's not showing up.
That's why the lady is a tramp.
There's no tramp ladies.
Sinatra said there was.
Marital Hate.
Guess he lied.
Page. Home. Marital Hate.
Does not. Is it? There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Look
we
at me.
are there.
Look at me. I'm this big on the screen. That's nice.
You're there. And Hookah Bob says, go to YouTube. Well, I know the people are on YouTube. And it is there on Facebook, but we just wanted to make sure it was working. And I actually just had, I don't want to get into it all, but Hookah Bob went today to the doctors and he was a pincushion. So everybody keep Hookah Bob in your thoughts. He is our dear friend and we love him.
Well, he's about 8 pounds lighter because he gave 8 pounds of blood.
Probably, yeah. And so
whatever other fluids they took.
Hookah Bob, I just want you to know that we are always thinking of you and we are always in your corner. I'm terrible about reaching out, but I've been trying, but just message us anytime you need anything. If there's any way we can support you, I just sent you a message. You tell me what to do and we will do it. I can be overbearing and obnoxious and insert myself in situations. So I don't want to do that if it's going to bother you, but also seriously, I'm here for you. And also here is our friend, OG lesbian and master hater, Tracy Marie Bullen Zolvac. I don't even know how to say it.
Zvolk.
Oh, fancy.
I believe.
Wait, so is that Beck's last name or did you pick it? Did you get it when you got married? I know people that got the name. He took her name when they got married and he had already changed his name once. People are doing crazy name things.
No, it wasn't even her name, right? It was her
No, it's her last name.
No, I thought it was her mother's grandmother's maiden name or something.
I have no idea. People are doing. I mean, I like this idea of creating your own name. My friend Tyler and his mom did it. His dad walked out on them, and so they created their last name, and they're the only ones. And then I have a friend
Tyler Walkout.
Who
it's a very strange name.
She didn't have a good relationship with her parents. They basically disowned her when she got pregnant, and so she went and got herself a new name, and she made her last name Love.
Oh, indeed.
So there you go. And I also know a guy who used to own a company called iwearyourshirt.com, and he changed his last name to headphones.com for a while there, and then he was going to change his name again and they wouldn't let him do it. So it's very expensive. It's like $100. He got paid a lot to change his name though. If you want us to change your name to your weed strain or something, we'll think about it. I'll do it. Doug, maybe not so much. And Trace says, no, we are both hyphenated. I am Bolin and she's the Zvolk. Oh, well, look at you guys. You're fancy.
Zvolk sounds like
Warren Zevon.
No, I'm trying to think. It's like a. What are you doing?
You feel limp.
Okay, I won't finish what I'm saying.
No, finish what you're saying.
No, not gonna.
Oh,
I'm limp. I'm limp.
Like you do to me.
Look at me. I'm limp.
You're not down here. It's limp and it's concerning. I was just worried about you. Jesus Christmas. Do your song.
I have no song.
Song or no song?
Oh, and I forgot to bring a dad joke, so I'll have to make one up.
I'm sure we could Google dad jokes. I could ask ChatGPT for you.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
Fuck you. Okay, so tell your story.
Oh, I was just saying that Zvolk sounds like, at first it sounds Polish, but then it starts to feel Slavic of some sort.
I don't know.
But it could be Icelandic because they like their A's and their L's and their K's all together. in no particular order.
I don't know.
Sometimes two Ks
It
in a
could
row.
be lesbianic. Oh wait, it is.
That's no, that's
What do you mean?
that's the anti.
How was I anti
Oh,
anything?
it's anti.
I've never been.
Oh, it's
anti-
Dutch. Oh, I like that.
Dutch.
I like
well, now
the Dutch.
we know it's Dutch, but what is it? Explain to me what it is anti.
You know
You
what?
woke motherfucker.
It's trying to be nice to. There's nothing as lesbianic. There is no
Our friends,
name that comes from the lesbianic alphabet.
Hang on a second. Our friends have
If there
been,
was an alphabet,
our friends have been lesbianic for
that would be a letter.
our friends have been lesbianic for decades.
Yes, we understand. Yeah.
And their name, because
Right.
it's two women and they have a hyphenated
Right.
name.
But
is
I
n-
was talking about the Zvolk name and saying that, and you're like, well, is that?
it's a half a lesbianic name. Why can't something be lesbianic? What's wrong with that?
I don't think lesbianic is a thing.
Well, I just made it one, so there you go. Trace says Van Zvolken is their crest. Well, fancy.
Von Zvolken is a crest.
I don't know. As the lesbian of the group, of the world, really, in our opinion, is lesbianic a thing or is it not a thing? That is the question. And I'm kind of surprised that there's only 20 people here tonight, which has led me further into
So would it be like Simmons College is a lesbianic college? Is that what you're saying? Like something like that?
I don't know about Simmons, but Smith is a lesbianic.
Oh, Smith. That's the one I was thinking
Smith
of.
is a
Smith
lesbianic
one.
college. There's maybe something about Simmons you're not telling me.
Oh no, I was trying to come up with
You
Smith.
could be a lesbian and go to any college, but some are better than others. I like Wesleyan and Smith. And lesbianic is a thing. We say it all the time.
Lesians.
I think she meant to say lesbianic, but
Lesbianic?
maybe she said lesbians.
What if,
I don't know.
What if there was a $6 million man lesbian? You know, like the Bionic Woman. What if there was a Bionic Woman happened to be a lesbian? Then she'd be
that's the thing.
lesbianic
If you're
because she's bionic.
Most lesbians are bionic to some extent because they all have some parts that they bought on the internet. Not everybody
power
does,
tools.
but yeah. Yes.
Okay, well.
Yes. Although I think most lesbians go to
Jail.
Tracy said lesbianic is a thing. It's It
Okay.
was just spell check fucking with her, which is very rude. I apologize to you on the behalf of.
Is lesba terrific? Like that's what I want. She's lesba terrific.
It would be lesborific. I think sounds better. I don't know. I think everybody's fantastic. Well, except some sucky people.
So,
And-
there are many sucky people.
You know what,
in the world.
honestly,
there are many good people in the world.
today-
I don't want to focus on the negative people.
And by the way, guys, how was your day? Hookah Bob, I know we talked to you, but how are you doing overall? Trace, how are you doing? How are you feeling? New moon is over. Everybody should be starting to feel a skosh bit better. I'm not, but you know.
Yeah, what's going on with up in Cheeseburger Patty, Georgia today with all the rain and everything? Everything okay up there?
We don't know. Tell us. And Hookah Bob had posted a video on TikTok, like literally so I've been having really bad anxiety over social media because of negative posts that we've received. So I go on and I try to do stuff and then I get a panic attack and I go off. On, off. But Hookah Bob showed pictures of his yard and his neighborhood.
Right.
And he said some branches were down. I didn't see any branches down, but he has such a beautiful
lied.
yard.
He did. I saw the
It's
yard.
a beautiful yard. And he's got all these beautiful flower pots. And I'm wondering if he and his friends,
Yeah.
no, we don't talk about that.
Friends.
If he and his friends can help us fix our plants, I started to do it too. So I have plants and I don't know what the fuck to do with them. So I need help. Because I keep killing plants is really what it comes down to. So we have, Tracy says, we are good here. It is raining and we have had to drain the pool 4 times so far.
Wow.
Your pool should have an overflow.
Well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's a lesbianic thing where they stuffed it with a strap on.
Okay, Tracy, your pool should have an overflow on it. If your pool has to be drained, something's up.
No, maybe it's a it's not fancy. Maybe it's.
I'm sure it's plenty fancy, and I don't even know.
I don't know anything about pools. Don't ask me.
Okay, well, I'm glad that
speaking
you're
of-
there. What?
We don't have any lights on. Otherwise, we're gonna be in the dark.
See, I told you we didn't have time. Doug came out because I was like, what's the temperature? Field wheel temperature is like 104. I don't think so. So here we are, even though I am not feeling well. And right now I feel like I'm about to fucking pass out. Tracy says, pain-wise, the rain is killing me. I think I'm actually going to give up and ask for pain meds. Get a biomat. I was on it all day today. I got up, went to the bathroom, and was thinking about coming out to the pool because Uncle Polly had suggested it. Talked to Uncle Polly today, by the way. He's home. And by the time I was in the bathroom. I was like, I have to sit back on the biomat. And even now, like, I'm feeling faint. And all I want to do is go to Sanibel and go shelling because we just had that big storm, and swimming, and I miss my dolphin friends, and I just haven't been feeling up to it. And I don't, like, I think cosmically there's something going on, and people are talking about the Lion's Gate and the solar flares, and now everybody's worried about electromagnetic pulses. Like,
people are just worrying about everything. What I think we're here to do is to not worry about things, and to
I have been married to you for 12 years and listen to you worry about the stupidest things every day for 12 fucking years.
Maybe I've turned over a new leaf. Through the power of lesbian.
I will say I've been struggling for I guess it's been a slow decline, but like the last couple weeks particularly have been really bad. And Doug has been a fucking rock star. In fact, Doug is a rock star. His song "Smiles Like the Sun" has been getting requested
it's number 5
a lot.
Well, we'll get into that.
We will. And Tracy says, yay, I'm glad he's home. Yeah, he's home till like the 15th, and then he's back on the road for a little bit. Then he's going to be starting his new job, and we're so excited for him. But Hookah Bob says, Uncle Polly posts pictures that make me hungry. I know, right? Those muffins today, they look really good.
Oh, it is.
Again, I went on for like 2 seconds.
Pork belly buns or whatever.
Oh, no, this was like peaches and cream muffins, and I haven't had a carb in so long. And Gary says, Doug mentioned a strap on under the radar.
It's so commonplace now, Gary. You can just throw out any kind of thing, and nobody even notices.
Gary, you really should have been here last night.
Gary, just so you know, Stacey sat here on Sunday and asked ChatGPT a bunch of questions.
A series of questions.
It started.
Just go back and watch last night's episode, or I can send it to you if you want.
I'll just tell you, give you the Reader's Digest, right? So it started with, my husband has erectile dysfunction. What do I do? It answers with like paragraphs and numbers, lists, and everything. And then it was like, he wants me to cluck like a chicken. Boom, 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 boom. Paragraphs, numbered lists. What to do next. Well, what if I want to moo instead of cluck like a chicken? And then
Doug had taken a carrot and shoved it up his ass, and he ate it, then he peeled it.
Yeah, and then there was a cucumber up my ass. It was just this whole fictitious thing.
Last night, I was dying, and I can't even read it or I will die. And honestly, right now, my stomach hurts too much. I might throw up if I laugh too hard.
But literally, she was there for hours laughing and asking ChatGPT as if she was a 911 dispatcher. Oh, my husband just put a carrot up his ass. What do I do now? And the thing is like, and the funny thing was that like it gives you a like, well, carrots can be fun, but not to be, what it was hysterical.
It was just hilarious, and you should watch last night's episode. Tonight's episode, I just don't know. I'm not feeling great. I had a day. I did watch Tulsa King. By the way, what I did was what had happened was I went on to Amazon Prime, got the Paramount free trial for 7 days, and watched Tulsa King from start to finish. Herein lies the problem with that. The new season comes out in September, and I'm going to have to find a new free trial. But it was.
We'll do a GoFundMe.
It was actually quite. Good. Sylvester Stallone is just amazing. He's 78, and he's.
But the thing is, like, he's still Rocky. Like, whatever he does, he's Rocky.
He's so badass.
He's badass, but he's Rocky. He's like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. I'm in the mafia. Like it's the same guy. It's like you can't.
I've never seen Rocky, so I couldn't really say. I will say this: my stomach is really, really bothering me, so I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Are you gonna shit in the pool? I
hope
not.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom so I don't shit in the pool. If I am gonna shit in the pool,
you're still explaining yourself.
You'll be the first to know. Perhaps you could tell them dad jokes. Uncle Polly's here, and he said, "Hey, you two, Uncle Polly, we were just talking about you. Everybody's asking about you." Oh, so Hookah Bob and Uncle Polly. I was like talking to both of you today, but I talked to Uncle Polly about how you guys are gonna be best friends, and he said we're so much alike. He knows the same stuff I do, and I need more recipes. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Well, let's see if she twerks on the way out of the pool like she did last time.
Way out of the pool. I need like a.
It's my podcast now, motherfuckers.
All right, this is not.
I have nothing to say. I worked all day, and I'm whatever, and I'm just what it is. I'm gonna find a dad joke and tell you one of my favorite jokes of all time is, but it's not a dad joke. It's just a funny joke. It was, why'd the monkey fall out of the tree? I'll give you a minute to. Answer. Gary says he spent a lot of time in Northampton growing up. And definitely the lesbian capital of Massachusetts? Well, I would think that Vermont has a fair share. I don't know why I think of that, but But I remember Gary. Well, just so you guys know how I know Gary. Gary was my down the street neighbor, one of the other kids on the street. And I'm like, hey, there's kids down there. I rode my bike down there, met him and his sister, and then the fucker moves away. He moves to Amherst. So what am I supposed to do? So I found new friends. And nobody good moved into his house. Normally, like somebody good moves in or whatever. No, Gary stuck me with whoever. I don't even remember. But that's how I know Gary since 1971 when I moved to Worcester. Hookah Bob says, get the stick with the dreadlocks. Oh yeah. I have a wig with dreadlocks, and when Stacy had to lay down during the podcast the other night, I propped it up like she was still here. It was kind of awesome. So Tracy's laughing, and I worked all day drinking. Paul, you know what? You're posting a lot of good food and making us all jealous. So it's like I don't know what to tell you, Polly, but you're going around, you're living this high life, and we're all a little jealous. She's back. Apparently she did not shit the pool. Well, I'm about to. The 200 best dad jokes from Men's Health. Why would the Men's Health have dad jokes? It's just not.
Because it's a gay magazine and knows that no woman's ever going to want to sleep with you again if you ever tell a dad joke.
What did the computer call his father? That get it?
Oh God.
Do you know your pupils are the last part of you to stop working when you die? Because they die late.
What did Okay, stop. Uncle Gary said I spend a lot of time in Northampton growing up.
Well, that was stuff you missed that we covered.
Yeah, I know. I'm looping back because
she's looping back.
Okay, I'm having the problem of two things. My stomach is killing me.
Yeah.
I'm having chest pains again. I have chest pains every day. Don't get like all calling your congressman or anything. But
why would they call congressman for your chest pains?
I don't know, but I'm all fainty. My stomach is killing me. I'm nauseous and I'm dizzy and I'm sick of being sick. And I just had to fucking pull a wet swimsuit back on.
Oh. No.
I want you to put on a woman's wet swimsuit.
I'm not doing that. I think women's one-piece swimsuits are torture devices that should not be required.
He wore one once
by law. Oh, I put one. She was sick one day, so I tried to cheer her up. I put her on,
and he wouldn't let me put it on the internet.
And then I told him that if
I showed two of my friends, and I told him that if he ever, yelled at me again, because sometimes he can be a little yelly. And what?
You would show the internet that
yes.
me in the
yes. I said if you yell at me again, I'm showing it.
We're back. I'm sorry.
I have no idea how. I just got a text from Uncle Polly that I sent your friend's person a friend request, and I have no idea who that person is. None. So I'm Facebook with friends with like a lot of people that I've met once or I've never met that I know through like things I'm involved with, like Lyme disease and like scuba diving and jeeping, and like I don't know who most of these people are. And Hookah Bob says, quit worrying about me. Go do your podcast. I'll get back to you tomorrow. You better, motherfucker.
Yeah, Paul.
I need the distraction.
Gary wants to see the thing. You want to send that to Gary? Honestly.
I don't have his number, but if he reminds me, Gary, you can message me and remind me.
Yeah.
Although I haven't been checking my messages lately.
And Polly says, got to use some of those recipes, Doug. Yeah, well,
right?
Yeah, somebody's got to get on the stick.
I mean, Uncle Paul, you could have fucking baked us those fucking muffins that looked amazing and brought them down. We're right here,
like south of the
right
border.
Now, you could come for a swim. We would have
stuff.
Gone down to the street to. We wouldn't have gone down the street to Publix, but we would have called Drizzly and gotten like a couple beers delivered. Well, Polly enjoys a beer. Not that there's anything wrong with enjoying a beer. You just don't particularly enjoy
I don't like beer. It always tasted like bad breath to me. It's gross.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't like it.
I just want to know, how do you know what bad breath tastes like?
Because I've had bad breath. You know what I'm talking about.
Here.
Prove me wrong.
I don't want to. Here, put that peppermint in your mouth. Thank you.
No, I don't have bad breath now.
How do you know?
If somebody didn't shit in the pool.
If somebody offers you a mint or gum, you take it. You take it.
At least I didn't shit in the pool.
I didn't shit in the pool either. I fucking wish I could shit in the pool. Essential oil, peppermint.
Yeah.
A little drop on your tongue. Also can help with digestion.
Also, if you put it on your anus, No, never mind. I don't know. That
It
was
will
last
tingle.
night.
It'll
That was
tingle
last
if you
night.
put- we didn't put anything on your anus last night.
No, nobody put anything. It was just a fictitious story.
Lots of things are trending.
All right, trend it.
Well, okay. So, like we've talked about, we're really kind of at a crossroads with the podcast. We're not really sure what we're going to do and how we're going to handle it going forward. Tonight, we have 35 people watching, which is great. We love that. Last night, we had like 205 watching. And we were a year into this. We've done now 207.
307.
307
Thank you very
fucking
much.
podcasts.
You're welcome.
307 podcasts that we have done now. And, it's not, it's been a lot. And of course, I've been really upset by some of the comments that people have made. And I'm really glad that it's helped people and brought people together. But I think we're going to start cutting back on our nights, because if we have, tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night will probably be about 30 people.
Mm.
And the thing is that if you guys listen, if I have, I don't know, if I have 10 people that are going to come, I'm willing to do it. That are willing to come and participate, I'm willing to do it. But if it's less than that, it's just
so far so good.
As much as I'd rather just talk to you guys like individually, like
the phone.
Just call me. You have my number.
Everybody gets 10 minutes.
Gary doesn't have my number. Does
Gary
he have
doesn't
your number?
No.
Well, you could give him your
But
phone
yeah, we're here.
Everybody
We're here
else
for
here
you, Gary. He
has
says
our
we're a riot,
number.
though. We like Gary.
Thank you. Tell your friends before we slit our wrists.
And Paulie says he'll come down and cook for us.
You come down anytime you want, baby.
Yeah, bring your.
I actually mentioned to him getting together this weekend. I don't know what Hookah Bob's doing. I don't know if anybody else is in Southwest Florida wants to hang out with us, but we can all hang out. We're going to go maybe to the Twisted Fork. We'll see.
I'm your Gordon Ramsay. I have to go and apologize, apparently, to US 41 Radio.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me pull this up.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure no phone numbers show in it. It was hilarious.
Oh, you want to pull that up? But I'm going to pull up the. I'm going to pull up the actual the post that I made today to.
Well, so Risa got the other day told not to go to sleep, go the fuck to sleep. And our dear friend Uncle Paulie was given, I'll pull it up as soon as Doug pulls his up. You could just pull the page up.
I was just pulling up the image. Okay. So this was the post I made to advertise for people to call it relentlessly. So it was basically request my song so many times that US 41 Radio has to fill out paperwork. Text play to gear to 239, right? So
wait, so check the number 4104.
4104. So that's the number that everybody needs to do. So and the whole thing last week is that our friend Ann had it typed in Doug Gear should be number one. He doesn't have a promoter or whatever. And so he said, he goes, well, Doug Gear's fans are writing in that he should be number one, but you have to earn that spot, like almost like throwing down the gauntlet. So,
well, I think he meant by touring and like performing and playing and working hard on your music, which, by the way, not for nothing, but he's been working at his music for what, 43 years?
Since 1979-ish.
So 43 years.
Yeah. No, 45 years.
45 years.
Look at me.
45 years.
I should be much better than I am. You figured.
But he hasn't gigged out yet.
I'm as good as somebody that's been playing for 4 months.
It was funny because we had this guy that actually, can I tell the story?
This guy what?
I'm going to tell a story. Okay, so
I don't know what story this is.
We had somebody that we thought would make a really good drummer because they're a drummer. They've been professionally touring. They've been to some really insane tours, and we were like, "Oh, if you gig out and George can't make it down, like we'll just have him do it." And the last text I got him, he called me a fat cunt. And I thought he was
kidding. It was so out of left field, but no, it wasn't. He was not kidding, apparently.
I hate you fat cunt. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I people have been kind of mean to me.
Well, Gary says, "Oh, wrong number," which is funny because I've posted the wrong number a couple times, and this lady keeps telling my friends to knock it off. So I probably
wait. Is that the right number that I just wrote? Please tell me that's the right
3104. Yeah, 4104. Yeah.
314.
314. 4104. Yeah,
okay, so what I do want to share with you is a little moment of hilarity.
So Paulie,
so both Paulie and Risa have messaged in requesting the song many times. I mean, everybody has.
Which I appreciate.
You so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Why is it not showing that window?
It's not showing that window, is it?
I don't know. Oh, probably because Stage Manager was on. And so herein lies the text message Uncle Paulie got back. Play Doug Gear. Stop. CC, FBI, Agent John Swenson.
That's hysterical.
So I don't know if he had actually told us that he worked for public radio and that no
Yeah,
amount of
we-
sex was going to stop him.
Yeah, we
so I
love
think
him.
he's kidding.
Yeah.
And I just texted him again. Please
It's been like awesome and a lot of
play
fun.
Doug Gear or take out a restraining order. Pick your poison.
He supports local music and it's fantastic. He just started his own radio station. It's an inspirational and just kind of awesome because he answers to himself, right? And not, where are all these other groups like myself or whatever getting airplay? So I absolutely love it. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun on Sundays, like listening to the countdown and seeing where we are and listening to the other songs that are on it and things like that. So Gary says, what kind of comments? Are you shitting me? Well, as one person thought that my wife's hair smelled like feet.
That was actually not even the one. So then there was one that was like, they always
And it
come
doesn't,
for me.
by the way.
If people started coming for Doug, I would feel better. Yes, my hair does not smell like feet. My hair smells better like than any. Smell my hair right now. What does it smell like?
Hippie.
Okay, but it's
Like
lavender.
floral.
It's
yeah,
lavender.
something
There's like
florally.
literally. So when I get my scalp is like after you
it's
get
not
it
bad.
done, you see how it's like all these like little teeny tiny ponytails. Like they're really tight. I just had it done. So I'm like literally rolling lavender essential oil on my scalp because it helps with the
It smells like
tension and
flower.
so I smell like
like
flowers.
a flower.
And then there's essential oils in my hair. We soak it in baking soda
Oh,
and
it's a whole thing.
vinegar and essential oils and then rinse it and then I wash it like normal. Like it's a whole thing. So if you did not wash your dreadlock hair, it would get pretty gross, but I'm telling you, it's not. And I hug all the people at the dreadlock place
And they don't have any.
no,
comments.
although we all smell like BO because none of us were deodorant. We don't really smell like BO, but like it's a musk. It's musky, but our hair smells great. And
So Gary says no patchouli.
It's actually funny that you should say that because our banker was like, "Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
wearing patchouli?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not trying to repel people." And I love the smell of patchouli, but most people hate it. And he said, Paula says,
Paula's
"Let's
gotta put
together
the
this
bike away,
weekend."
son.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why does he have to put the bike away?
I don't know. It says guys got to go put the bike away.
I'll put the bike away now. Yeah, but come back.
Because
And
it gets
yes,
dark.
let's do something.
You can't have it out after
Hookah
dark.
Bob, you busy on Sunday? Do you guys want to all go to Twisted Fork again? Depending on how, could you drive up there by yourself?
By myself?
All by yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Punta Gorda. What the hell?
So yeah, I'll stay home alone if I'm not feeling up to it, and Doug will go and hang out with my friends. They're also his friends, so it's okay.
The hookah.
So we had one person that said that my hair smelled like feet. One were like she doesn't let him get a word in edgewise, which is probably
Kind
true.
of true, but
Probably true.
I don't have much to say.
I've had a couple of people like be like, "You humiliated your husband." Actually, it was just one person.
Well, seeing that last night, you put an imaginary
Oh,
carrot and cucumber, and I ate both of them, by the way, in this fictitious story. So maybe you do humiliate me. Maybe I'm on the side of that one.
To that one. I'm just saying, like, there's been comments, and like, I take everything. Like, I'm always looking to be better and to do better, and I'm always evaluating everything I've ever done, which is so funny because I'm at my therapist's office, not lately, but like I was. While like, this happened a while ago. Not that I haven't talked to my therapist. Like, I'm doing that therapy as well, but like, I said to her, "Do you think I'm a narcissist?" And she said, "No one who comes to therapy is a narcissist. You can't."
Well,
like, she's
go.
like, "The narcissists don't come to therapy. They just don't." So, I am always like questioning what I could do better, trying to do
We're always
better.
trying to,
And by the way, this quality that I have for myself is great for me, right? Like, it's great that I'm always trying to be better, except for maybe I'm too hard on myself. But maybe for the people around me, it's a fucking nightmare. Would you like to comment?
Sometimes it grows thin. I grow thin with it because everything's improve. And like sometimes you just, you don't want to think about improving. You just want to be in the moment.
Sometimes you
give
just
me
want to
5
play
minutes.
games on your phone while your wife is like, "Go work on your fucking music."
Humiliation.
There you go again with the humiliation. But you know what? It got us the what? Song of the
The
year.
number 5.
Artist of the Song of the Year and Artist of the Year are trending. So I'm going with
okay,
Song of the Year, Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Nagging bitch.
Nagging
wife
bitch. Yeah, that's how
with
the Beatles
feet
made it.
smelling hair.
Yoko.
who-
Oh wait, that's not it.
So someone called me classless and that we offered nothing to the world. I like honestly, these comments this woman gave me on TikTok like were just the final straw for me. Like and the first time I read it, I was just like, wow.
But what the fuck does she know
But
about
when I read
anything?
it, I read it again on the podcast
Yeah.
and I read it out loud. And that was like That was really hard. But every
Yeah,
time
she don't know
somebody,
shit
and
about
like
shit.
Barbara York said our podcast was a waste of precious time, but that one's fine. Like, we know our
This
podcast isn't
is
for,
a waste
it's not
of
for
precious
everybody.
time.
But I'm watching a lot of other shit, and
Oh,
you guys tell us.
there's enough
We're scrolling the internet.
podcasts that will waste your fucking time.
Okay, there's
At least
that.
this one you'll hear about dicks, monster dogs, strap-ons, lubricants,
Politics, current events,
yeah,
Florida,
sports.
fun life stories, heartwarming stories, real truths, sincerity,
Turtles.
authenticity, turtles. We have a little bit of everything. But I gotta tell you, as I'm scrolling the internet, 90% of it is the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, it's all
Even now,
stupid
people
shit.
are making videos of memes.
videos.
Like, they'll be like, oh, well, like, I don't think of one of the stupid.
Oh my god, how many pole vaulters did you see today?
I didn't see any pole vaulters because
About 50
I
million.
have not been going on social media because it's giving me such fucking anxiety.
Said the lady on social
We
media.
only do original I haven't been on social media though. That's the thing.
I know.
We only do original content. And then I'm watching a lot of live streamers on like the feeds,
Yeah.
and they're just like
They're doing nothing.
literally doing nothing, or just like
Do your fucking laundry on your own
so
time,
yeah,
bitch.
I mean, our podcast will probably be a lot popular if we did something completely stupid, repetitive, and mundane.
Yeah.
There's actually people on YouTube that do shorts where they do nothing but scratch lottery tickets.
Let's do
I'm
that.
just saying, let's
We're
do
going to do that. So Tracy says, I just don't understand. If they don't like something, can't they just move along? Yeah, I don't know.
But that's my thing. So like, I think if you don't like something, like, scroll forward. If you want to be helpful, then be helpful. Like, I appreciate helpful people. But my other thing is that, like, it's just been a reflection of the world around us. Like, don't you guys, like, energetically things have been off? Obviously, like, somebody shot at Donald Trump. That was not cool.
I thought you said somebody shot at Donald Duck.
That wouldn't be cool.
That would have been terrible. I don't know why I'm laughing.
He would have been a lot more upset about that.
Gary agrees. He says, screw them. How easy is it to just keep moving? And see, look at Gary is like reinforcing the good in the world. Right there.
Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you. Please keep coming.
And Cindy's here.
But I really have been having
Cindy's about to get eaten by a gator. So Cindy,
the gator is out. Girl, if you want to send us pictures, we would love to share them. And hey, girl. And yeah, Cindy has been like away, and now she's back.
Yeah, I can't keep up.
It was so funny because her son was in town.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she was bringing him home, and I was like, what? And it just happened. That week went by so quickly.
Yeah, weeks have been flying by this summer.
She was sick the same week I was sick, and then the week after, I think her son was here while our boys were here.
Yeah,
so we're right kind of like, and the funny thing is, she has locks and a Jeep, so like we're all kind of connected.
We're all connected. Circle of life.
I mean, we're really connected to each other with parts, but and
night is young.
And Hookah Bob said, I thought she said somebody shot a dog turd. Well, I would shoot a dog turd if I had a gun and some dog turd.
It would make a great thump noise, wouldn't it? Thump.
What kind?
Shooting a dog turd.
I think that's like more like elephant turd. By the way, we have a lizard.
Oh, lizard.
And Cindy says, actually keeping a close eye on it because my dogs are out pooping.
Imagine if your dog got eaten by
they can run pretty fucking fast. And I've been insanely busy and now beyond exhausted. I can't seem to get my energy back.
Well,
want to talk about your diet?
Let's talk about your adrenals.
Healthy habits that we can set.
Requires a finger in your butt.
Destruction of your adrenals by having too much stress in your life and too many energy drinks.
Try a finger in your butt.
But everybody's energy has been off. It was just the new moon. I'd suggest looking at treating parasites, but also cleaning up your diet. Doug, what are you saying?
Oh, well, I'm saying that to Hookah Bob's. When we lived in Scituate, we're going out. We were going to get in the water, and guy comes running down the beach, and he's like, "You can't go in the water. Why?" Somebody saw a great white shark out here, and we look up, and all the sheriff boats and all the harbor master boats are out there looking for this thing, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, so you can only go up to your ankles, whatever." I'm like, "Whatever, the shark's not going to get me over here." And so I look down, and there's this golden retriever just playing in the waves, just jumping, having a good old time. I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be great." I thought I was going to see a golden retriever eaten by a shark, but I didn't.
Wow. That's just rude. You're like disappointed.
Oh, come on. It would have been nature's finest right there. It's the circle of life.
I don't even know what to do with you. Tracy says, I do have a gun and plenty of dog turd, but I'm not shooting it.
What fun are you?
Killjoy.
God damn you.
Just kidding. I don't know why she would want to shoot her dog turd. Jerry Stromberg says,
Gary gets up early.
Guys.
So.
Good night, Gary. We love you. And Cindy said, I'm too tired to even eat right now.
You should probably get a tube.
Well, the biggest thing do not get a tube. The biggest thing I'm concerned about is your nutrition and your adrenals, So go to sleep if you can, and hydrate. Hydration will cure so many problems. She said, I lost Mr. Gator and had to hurry the dogs inside.
Uh-oh.
I think
He was
that's
under.
smart.
He was ready to come. You know
That
what's
is smart.
scarier than seeing a gator?
Not seeing
Is
the
not
gator.
seeing the gator after you've seen him. Yeah, because you don't know where.
Whew.
You know what
So
the hell's gonna happen? Like a Jack in the Box.
I hashtagged Rogan. Did any of you guys watch the Rogan special, the Netflix special? Did anybody watch it
I
yet?
watched it with you, so don't look at me.
I know, but is there a topic that was covered
No,
in that? So this is why it's so discouraging, because it's like we work so hard on the podcast, we put our heart and soul into it, and then like my whole act, Rogan must be watching the podcast. Joe Rogan,
Imagine
if you're
that.
watching my podcast, it's cool if you want to steal my material. But remember how you paid $500 for that fucking comeback? There was like a comeback.
That was the joke. Yeah.
It was a comeback he paid $500 for because of bad audiences, and I think it like for hecklers or whatever. And I'm just saying that I think he stole like 20 of my jokes. And so I would like 20% of the money you made on your Netflix special.
Okay.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah,
And like,
that's fair.
I would like to be on your podcast. I won't tell anybody you stole my jokes.
I
I don't
want to be
know.
on his podcast.
Because I want to be friends with Joe Rogan.
Oh.
I love him. I do. I love him.
That would be a better
I'm gonna tell you what,
interview.
I'm going to tell you why you would be a better
No,
interview
because
than
I
me.
know things. I know things about things. Like he used to be really into Bigfoot. He used to be into but he's super into like UFOs and crazy crap like that. And I could talk to that.
So
the
my
weirdo
husband
stuff.
feels the need to compete with me at all times.
Well,
And-
maybe you go on and then I'll go on the next week.
Well, but here lies my point.
Yeah.
Why is it a competition?
It's not a competition.
Why did you have to take that?
I want to be on too. You can't just steal all the glory.
You did not say I would like to be on too. You said, why should you go on? I would be a better guest.
I would be a better guest, but I want you to go on too because
Well, why don't you just demonstrate for us by doing the rest of the podcast?
I got nothing to say. Cindy says, yeah, I'm pretty sure he went under and the grass is so tall by the lake, he's hiding out somewhere and my dog started barking. So I was like, nope, not tonight. I don't want to fuck around and find out with baby girls.
Yeah, that's smart. That's
You know what you should do is put up like a fake dog. And then the gator
See if
comes
he
over,
eats that,
eats the fake dog. Like, no, this is terrible, right?
then it doesn't like
And
dogs
then
anymore.
it won't bother your regular dogs because it's like, oh, yep, not
Well,
into
that's
that.
a strategy. Not a strategy I would recommend,
come-
but it's
How come nobody likes my strategies? I had a strategy for Tracy's back surgery with the slinky, and a strategy to keep the dog safe.
we sent Tracy a slinky. You were right. We sent her a
All right.
slinky.
You got a problem right into the show.
Can I get back to my Rogan
Yeah,
thing?
go ahead, Rogan. I'm sorry.
Like,
I
how
don't even
you
want to go
want-
on the show now. Forget it.
Okay, so anyway, did anybody watch it yet? That was really my question, but also I'd be willing to go on Rogan, and I would be willing to appear at the Comedy Mothership, and I would also just be willing to so I really like Rogan because he's a sharp guy. He questions everything, much like myself. I used to love to work out, and since getting sick, it's been a problem, and I feel like Rogan knows people that could get me healthy.
He's got. Doesn't he have like all kinds of shit in his house? Like,
Yeah, he does. But I mean, like, honestly, like, he knows Gary Brecka. Like, he knows all the right people. Like, I've been sick for 11 years. And a big part of the reason is it's 11. It's going on 11 since my diagnosis, right?
Yeah,
it's about
11 this fall.
Ugh. And I would like to not be sick. I would like to have my life back. I would like to enjoy my life. If you have a chronic illness, Trace knows. Everybody, several of you know. I don't want to call people out on the carpet if they're not open about their struggles, but a lot of people have
The carpet.
daily pain, and it really fucking sucks.
It does.
And so, yeah, I mean, I think that, like, knowing someone like that, becoming friends with somebody like that, they know people that can help.
It's very true.
But the bigger issue is whether they know people that can help or not. It costs a lot of fucking money. I mean,
Yeah.
I could call Gary Brecka tomorrow and be like, "Here's a bunch of money."
Got no
Although
money,
I think
though.
that he's probably got a list of people. But I just like Rogan that he questions everything. I like that he has a unique perspective. I think there's a frog in him. I think that he has a unique perspective, and I would like to do jujitsu with him. I feel like that would be fun. Like, I don't want him to spar on me. I would die, but I would like to learn, and I would like to talk to him about the sensory the float tank and how stupid I think it is. I did the float tank. It was
dumb.
stupid. And Virtue Rit is here, and she says, "Hey."
Raj.
And Polly says, hey, okay, why can't I see everyone's posts? So we are having people are coming in from 6 different locations right now. So they comment and we pull them up on the
Six
screen.
Flags.
So it just depends on where everybody is. So like right now, it looks like the majority of you are on Facebook, but some people are on the Marital Hate Facebook page. Some are on Doug's Facebook page. Some are on my Facebook page.
Some people here, some people there.
Trace says, you can always share about me because you can learn from my do's and don'ts.
The do's and don'ts of a
Right?
lesbianic
Jess is
situation.
here and she says, hey. And are you working today? I thought you had a double or something.
She's watching and working. Don't tell anybody.
And Tracy says, and yes, it really fucking sucks. I go back to the immunologist next week to hopefully get some answers. Diet! Cindy, I love you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell at you.
Here comes the tough love, baby.
But the immunologist
Here
is
comes.
not going to talk to you about your diet and lifestyle. And I'm telling you, if you cleaned up your diet and
They're gonna give you
lifestyle,
some Skyrizi.
you would be 1,000 times healthier. Ask that doctor that question. Tell them what you eat and tell them that they would ask them if that would changing your diet would help. It would change your life. I don't mean to be all mom
Tough
voice
love
on
right
you,
here coming
but
at you.
seriously, if I could fucking change my diet and feel fucking better, I have. And I still feel like shit, but I feel better than I do. If I eat junk,
She eats junk. She feel like junk.
oh my God, I can't eat a carb. Like I cannot eat a single piece of gluten. I can eat potatoes a little bit, but I can't eat gluten at all. I can't have,
Keep playing.
I have to be careful about dairy. We eat all organic. I had an allergic reaction last week to steak and
grass-fed organic steak.
and cottage cheese, and I had a reaction. That's crazy.
Organic cottage cheese.
And Virtuit says I just woke up for a nap.
Wait,
Well,
you're a
good
young
morning,
mother.
sunshine.
How do you nap? What the
And
fuck?
She said they canceled my double, and so I need a nap.
Double, so
Good for
I
you.
need a nap.
I'm sorry they canceled your double. You probably wanted that money.
Double.
Well, and her whole week was set up around it.
Yeah.
By the way, I hashtag Muck Sticky just because I've been thinking about him.
We love Muck Sticky. He's
know
playing in Seattle tomorrow, I think.
Is he?
think that's the deal.
Because he was somebody. So between Muck Sticky actually posted that he had to go for some tests and or deal with some health stuff, and he didn't say specifically what it is. I hope he's okay. But I haven't seen as much. But again, I haven't been on social media. But we just want you to know, Muck, that we love you. And I am so sad that I missed the cruise. But Hookah Bob was there.
Hey, you got our $200, so you're good.
Yeah, we're glad you got that. I mean, listen, like we don't like to waste money, but we're glad it went to you. So there you go. And then of course, Brazil is trending, and I don't know why, but they speak Portuguese.
Yes.
Do you guys want to learn some Portuguese words? Because I know
Not
like
really.
5.
No, I do. I'm just being a wise ass tonight.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's
Sorry.
like Debbie Downer. You sound like.
Oh yeah.
And young mom with supportive husband. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why she got to do a nap.
And she says, well, there's nothing I would eat if I changed my diet. I'm already too picky. Go to a nutritionist. They'll help you find solutions. I promise you. I've given you solutions. I can give you a million solutions. Do you like pizza? I can give you a pizza solution. You can have burgers. It's just some things that you can't have and some things that you can have that you haven't maybe thought of having in that way. You're not going to know till you try, but I'll tell you, you can throw farm at it after farm. You're just going to get sicker and sicker. You might have a temporary bandage. You have to clean up your fucking diet. Sorry, I'm going to,
right.
I don't know.
And now she's
It's really hard.
She's going to lay down and
Night, y'all. Hopefully I'll be back,
soon.
but fully soon. I'm a grump ass and just a lot of pain.
Well,
I'm sorry that you're in a lot of pain.
Goes down.
Ann says, sorry, I'm so late. Hello, all. Hey,
Hello.
girl.
I will say this. I've created a new how to improve your nutrition treatment plan. It's a pay as you go situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit you down in a chair,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to be all strapped in with wires and stuff like a lie detector, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you questions.
Okay.
When was the last? If in within the last 12 months, if you've eaten any of these items, you get a shock.
Okay.
Hot Pocket,
No.
Tostitos pizza rolls,
No.
Mountain Dew.
You can just skip all the processed food. I don't
Well,
eat
that's
any of that.
that's where you start
It
with.
was
that
funny
and
though,
you go
because I was
up.
like, I don't eat processed food, and Christina was like, "You eat tortillas," and she's right. I eat the siete tortillas. It's like the siete tortillas, and I'll eat applesauce in a pouch.
Yeah, but applesauce on this.
I had a fruit. I had an organic fruit, and it's organic applesauce in a pouch, but sometimes they have mold in them. And I had an organic fruit strip today. But those are my two like wild.
I can make you some fucking applesauce in the thing. If I needed to. Good.
Okay, that'd be cool.
But
right,
anyways, so that's my idea, and then every once in a while, I'll hit you with like broccoli, and then you wouldn't like the person wouldn't have eaten
broccoli all the
broccoli, so
time.
they get a rest, right?
I eat
And then I hit them with something else, like
well, herein lies a ridiculous part of this problem, though. You cook all of my food.
yeah. I'm not talking about you. I'm
Oh.
talking about this is how I help the world. This
Oh.
is the like the Atkins diet.
Yeah,
This is
it's the
gear-
Doug
this is
diet
the Doug diet. Yeah, we're gonna try and figure out how people can eat better.
by electric shocks.
Yeah, and I think,
But see, here's the thing: what you were missing,
it's
though.
like Pavlov's dog.
I'm
over
telling
here.
you, just based on this conversation, I'm not trying to pick on you, Cindy, but I will pick on someone else. Let me think of someone that we know that eats like crap
Me.
and feels like crap.
Me.
Many
You can do it.
people.
Yeah.
If you eat like crap, you will feel like crap.
Garbage in, garbage out.
But herein lies the problem. It doesn't matter if you give them electric shocks because they already feel like crap. They know that it
that's
makes
true.
them feel like shit and they continue to eat that way. That's your choice. But as somebody who would do anything to feel better, anything, I kind of hate you. I mean, like, obviously I don't hate you, but it's like, God, at least try. Like, I would do anything to feel better. Anything.
Would you cluck like a
So if
chicken?
you have an option to do something that would literally cost you nothing, you have to try it and try and try and try again. That's just me. Okay.
Did you
anyway.
just copyright infringe? What would you do for a Klondike bar?
No. It just makes me sad. And it just makes me sad when people are sick. And I wish honestly, like sometimes I feel like part of the reason why I don't I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Yeah.
But I care about people's feelings and I'm very sensitive to people's feelings. And so both physically and emotionally. So when somebody tells me that they're not feeling well, like I feel like
You want to help
I have to help
you're like a
them.
mom.
Like it's my job. And it's like I realize like not everybody wants help. But like if you come to me with a problem, like I'm Vanilla Ice up in this bitch.
Yeah.
You got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. With
I think,
fucking supplements and
Yeah.
eating healthy and fucking going outside.
Um,
And also, so Brazil.
Brazil
Can I
is.
teach you 3 Portuguese
Yes, I would
words?
love to. I know curva.
That's not Portuguese. That's
Oh,
Polish.
I know
Okay,
sitka.
so I'm going to teach you 3 Portuguese words, and I'm going to fuck them up, but it's okay.
Okay.
Santa Key.
Santa Key.
Sit down.
Santa Key. Santa Key.
Calabuca.
Alabuca.
Shut up.
Oh.
Don't say that. It's like it's rude. And then Vindica.
Oh, Vindica.
Just sit here.
Oh, I thought
No,
that
that's
meant Vindica.
Come here.
Like
Vindica.
no.
I think Vindica is come sit here. Vindica, sit here.
Vindica. Andale,
And
arriba.
not Vindica, Vindica.
Vindica. Andale, arriba.
No, Andale.
Andale.
There we
My-
go. But by the way, thank you to my fucking family for not teaching me any Portuguese.
My father had to take like Spanish like in college or something to get his get his PhD or something. It's one of these fucking things. So every once in a while he'd be like, he'd call my brother Steven Esteban and he'd go, andale, andale. And like just every once in a while the guy would like pull out some sort of Spanish
So I
word.
can't say that something's lesbianic, but you can call your brother Esteban.
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 Yeah, it's Steven in
Yes, but you're not Spanish.
yeah, well, my dad took Spanish.
Oh,
We
okay.
lived in Texas, so whatever.
Well,
I
there
don't
you
know, it's
go.
close enough. God damn it,
Billy
Jesus.
Bean has
Billy Bean.
passed away,
It was
but
the other Billy
not.
Bean.
But also MLB. So there's this guy, Billy Bean. He worked for the Oakland A's,
It's a
and
movie.
it's a movie, Moneyball. Jonah Hill, Brad Pitt, Burrowing Owl.
Settle down. What's he doing out there?
They like coming on the podcast. So this guy, his name is Billy Bean, and he revolutionized baseball by using this old statistics rule,
Stats.
which is interesting.
Oh, everybody, all the nerds are on in every team and every sport.
Well,
now.
they tried to get him for the Red Sox, and he wouldn't take it. But then the Red Sox basically implemented his strategies,
Yeah, don't
and
need you,
that's how
Billy.
we won.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we need
he
is Big
did not
Papi.
die. He did not die.
No, some other dude.
But because his name is Billy Bean, Brad Pitt is also trending.
Oh,
Because once you're tied to someone, like how yesterday was Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck, like you're
Yep.
tied to them forever. So Billy Bean did not that Billy Bean, a different Billy Bean.
but
who-
apparently he was an openly gay man. That
Congratulations to him.
yeah,
And also congratulations to all the straights.
in lesbionics.
You know,
everybody.
Gay, I consider lesbians to be gay. It's like
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry if I offend you
Like-
with the wrong thing. Go fuck yourself.
Like how come like gay men are gay men, right? But gay women are lesbians. Shouldn't
But-
gay men get like their own word? Like
I think gay is kind
lesbians
of
or
well because
lesbians,
hear me
like,
out.
I don't
and
know.
I'm not I am not sure on this. I'm not a historian.
we're working on it.
I'm not a
We're
historian.
just talking it out.
Just let me just work this out for you. Okay, so in the world around us,
Yes.
if a woman, and actually Rogan talked about this and we've talked about it on the podcast before, if a woman is into other chicks,
Yes.
and he did a whole bit on this in his podcast and his
Yeah.
comedy thing. If a woman is into other women, it's like totally cool. Like it's hot. Like
Right,
women
right,
don't
right.
even get
I
mad
remember
about that.
that,
Like
yeah.
if you're with a chick and she's been with another woman, you're like, that's like
Yeah, what are
fine,
you gonna do?
totally fine
Yeah.
by me. Can you bring her over again? Like that's hot. But like women are not necessarily the same about men. And actually a lot of women are not into bi guys and a lot of gay men are not into bi guys. Like gay men have been I mean, like, listen, lesbians are not having the easiest time. Neither the trans, like, everybody's getting fucked. Not always in the good kind of way. And it's not just the LGBTQs. The rest of us are getting screwed in some way, shape, or form, because we're all put in categories and whatnot. But I think that gay men have been given, like, gay was put there as the word for gay men. And then if you want your own fucking word, that's
You gotta
fine.
come up with something.
But we've been taking all this fucking harassment forever because, straight women love gay men. Because, they help us, like, and not to be all this with the stereotype, but come on. Everybody wants a gay best friend. It's like a thing. And, like, a lot of gay men, I think, are exploited for being gay best friends, but that's a whole other thing. Mm-hmm. As a fat woman, I've been exploited as a fruit fly. So there you go. So I think that the gay men got to keep gay. And the lesbians, they were originally there, but it's like their original openly persecuted.
So that's how you think it worked. Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense because I was, like, always thinking, like, well, can't they just both be gay?
I think, it just goes to show
the special word.
It just goes to show the kind of world we live in. We live in a world that rewards things like, money and work in positive ways, but we disregard things like art and music, right? You. Lesbians, what are they doing? Going to Home Depot, buying some tools, fixing some shit. What are the gays doing? Decorating everything, making it fabulous. Which, by the way, I know is such a fucking stereotype.
It is.
And it's not true of a lot of you. And some of you it is. And by the way, I love you both. But I think, I don't know what my point is, but we just
kicked her ass.
Yeah, I took some cannabis oil before, literally right before the podcast. It just
well, we got Ann. Ann is here. Hello, Ann. I think we did.
Yeah.
We get you. Okay. Hugo says my electric shock therapy for the diet and nutrition. I might turn them on.
Some people are into that. One time, Doug put my TENS unit on his balls and zapped his balls.
That did nothing. You got to try it.
You
right?
said it tickled a little.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was nothing. And then Tracy says we've never offended you, so we have to try harder.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're not. Maybe the reason our podcast isn't viral is because
we don't offend people.
We don't push the envelope enough here.
We don't push the envelope enough. That is the understatement of all time, I think. There is no.
I just thought of something. For tonight's podcast, for the podcast, I could add the thumbnail up to Twitter ahead of time so they could see the quote from last night because they don't.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
So Artist of the Year is trending, and I'm just saying, Doug Gear, he wrote a song that is currently number 5 on the US 41 chart. Please support US 41 Radio and call, text, email, go on their social, do it on all of them.
Show up their house.
Until Matt gets a restraining order against us. I did say, I did just message him and say,
we love Matt.
Please play Doug Gear or take out a restraining order on all of us. Pick your voice. And I put a devil face. So that was pretty funny. And then hashtag The Beast is trending, and I don't know why.
The Beast?
And all I can think of is Beauty and the Beast and Disney and how bad I want to go.
Beast.
They changed it though. So we watch, we're not going to Disney, but we will. One day we're going to go to Disney again. It's going to happen. But we like to watch videos on YouTube of Disney. We were really into this guy paging Mr. Morrow. And so he's amazing.
What's up, Nate?
If you listen, seriously, if you want to,
he's just such a good guy.
If you want to feel better about your day and your life, just watch. He's so sweet. And so anyway, one thing I learned was that when we went to what the hell is it called? The Beauty and the Beast restaurant. Be Our Guest. Went to Be Our Guest with my kids years ago. Actually, we did it. I think twice. We did it once with all the girls and once just with Noelle.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, we did.
And then, so we went, and they used to get your picture taken with Belle and with Beast, and you got to meet them. Now, Beast just walks the fuck through, charging you $70. He just walks through the fucking room. That's stupid. But the food,
you, furry man.
The food, it's a prefix menu. It's like $70 a person. It's worth every fucking penny.
Fancy.
What do you got?
Jess is alerting us that she needs to find her phone charger.
Thank you for telling us.
Thank you for that information.
And but it's good to have engagement. And so I would like the Beast to sit at our table. Do you know, by the way, more Disney videos that we've been watching if you live at Golden Oak or the Four Seasons
The-
at the Disney property,
Yeah.
by the way, one of the Golden Oaks, there's 2 Golden Oaks homes for sale currently. One is like 8 million, and the other one is like 3 million. But I really would prefer Four Seasons. So that's not my point. My point is that they have once a month beer with Gaston, and Gaston comes and does a beer tasting.
Now
with them.
here's what I don't know who Gaston is. Is he the rat
Gaston-
that used to cook? Oh, that's Ratatouille. Gaston is the candelabra.
That's Lumiere.
Oh.
Gaston is the douchebag who is like interested in Belle.
I don't know who that is.
Belle is the female princess in Beauty and the Beast. Gaston.
Oh,
is
I
the
thought
guy-
Belle was the Little Mermaid.
That's Ariel. You're terrible at this. Why would you ever go to Disney if you don't even know who the characters are? Like, that seems stupid to me. As a matter of fact, there's a bunch of stuff that I'm like, I don't even know who those people are. Like, what the hell is a McStuffin? Doc McStuffin. They have those
Don't know what that
characters
is. Don't know
there,
what
and then they have Disney Junior. I don't know what any of
Disney
that shit
Junior.
is. I'm sure is there Bluey? Is because I know the kids down the street like Bluey.
I don't know. It has to be a Disney thing. Kathy's here. Hi, Justin and Kat. Just tuned in.
You just missed
just
Uncle
missed
Polly.
Uncle
had to put
Polly.
the boat
Polly was
bike
here.
in. I don't know if he's gonna come
And
back or what.
I
Tell
think
him
he
to
had
come
some early thing yesterday
back. His
or
life.
tomorrow. Yesterday wouldn't have mattered.
We know all
um,
about everybody's
It's,
lives.
it's
weird.
worth every penny, and do not pass up the gray stuff.
I don't know what she's talking
The gray
about.
stuff.
Grace.
It's delicious.
What is that?
It's the dessert. You've had it many, many times.
Oh, all right.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. We
All right.
can sing.
I
We
don't
can
remember
dance.
having
After
it.
all,
I
Mrs. is France, and the service here is never second best.
So Gaston is a guy,
Yeah,
and he's a douchebag.
yeah.
Why would you want him to come into your Four Seasons
Because
dinner?
he's his character. Because he's like, no, not at the Four Seasons. They do it at
Oh,
the,
at the thing?
Golden Oak Club.
Okay.
So they have him come and do a beer tasting once a month. But he's like
He's
like a
just a jerk.
man's man. Like he's definitely wasn't a frat. Like for sure, Gaston isn't a frat. Like he still hangs out with his frat brothers on weekends.
Does he make fun of crazy cat ladies?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Yes.
Childless cat ladies? Whatever they
Oh
call them?
God, I got some political stuff today.
I don't want to do political stuff.
I have a couple that are just little
Okay, all
funnies.
right, whatever.
So ketchup is also trending, and it was some sort of I think there was a political thing, but I just want to talk about ketchup.
Ketchup.
I want to talk about ketchup for
That
a
is
second.
a frog.
I told you there was a fucking.
No, I didn't see him. I looked for. Oh, there he goes.
If you guys, how many
Froggy.
times have I said something to him and he's like, "Moo,"
No.
I'm like,
I know you said it, but I didn't see him until he just jumped. Like there he is.
well, it's,
I believed he was there. I
but
just didn't
there
see him.
is a frog.
Yeah.
Implies that you didn't believe that there was a frog.
You said there is a frog. I'm like, oh wait, I didn't see
No,
it, and now I see him.
I
And so
understand.
me yelling, "Hey, there's
I
the
have
frog!"
a little thing that bothers me, and it's the fact that you have to question everything.
I
say.
didn't.
So
I honestly
maybe,
didn't question.
Perhaps I'm overly sensitive in this case, but it's all day, every day. It's like having teenagers again. And I got to tell you, that was not a fun part of my life for me. I'm still in fucking, honest to God,
Hey, if I was a teenager, I'd be sleeping till noon.
all day today. You should be out of my fucking hair. All day today, I was just going through all this stuff in my head. I was like, oh my God, I'm such a fucking idiot. Or like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that to me. And this was just like all day in my brain. All I tried to do today was distract myself. And I'm going to try not to cry right now, but it was rough. I've just been having a time. So if you could keep me in your thoughts, I would appreciate it. And then of course, so ketchup is trending. I don't like
Wh-
the way that all the ketchup has sugar. It's like
A
the
lot of it
number
does,
2
yeah.
ingredient or
Yeah.
number 1. They're like water, sugar, and then there's like a tomato seed for garnish. Like,
It's-
I want to make our own ketchup and stop buying it in the store, frankly.
you want to make everything and stop buying.
Well, because there's so many fucking additives and
Mm.
everything. I would rather have, like, why do they have to add sugar? Like, and sometimes, by the way, sometimes you can find a product that's gluten-free. And sometimes you can find a product that doesn't have any added sugars or artificial sweeteners, but never the two shall meet.
and
and-
usually gluten free means they just loaded it with corn, which is also bad for you.
Can't have corn either. So like it's really like most everything we have to make from scratch. So I literally eat the simplest food possible. Doug does all the cooking and I just try not to be too much of a pain in the ass. I'm like, what's easy? What's easy? What's easy? And tonight
I made you a nice salad.
he made me a delightful salad. What we do is we order pub subs because that's like a thing in Florida. If you don't know about pub subs, everybody in Florida, pub subs, that's like a thing. You can grab one on your way to the beach, you grab one for lunch, you can grab it for dinner. But what you want to do, if you're like me and you have health issues and you can't eat that much, order it as a salad. I do mine with spinach, but it's not organic. And that's why I didn't want to get it again. And my stomach's upset right now. And I'm wondering if it's non-organic spinach that it's upsetting my stomach.
You know what you could
Who the
do
fuck knows?
is get it without spinach, and I can buy organic spinach and put this organic spinach in it.
Yeah, but at that point, it's kind of defeating the purpose. A and B, it's I mean, I don't like to do it very often because, but that's like anytime we eat out. Like I know I'm getting seed oils. Like I'm getting, so I don't even want to eat out anymore because it's so fucking hard. Which is why we need to win the lottery.
So we
can have a private chef at the Four Seasons resorts at Disney where we're gonna live, or go on our trip to follow the Bills. I don't really know what's happening. God's in charge. So, Real Housewives of New Jersey, Louis is trending. So I watched the last episode of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I think that may be it for the season, but I'm not 100%. They might have an episode next week. So it was like they had this like whole sit down. So all these people, like this show in the beginning, and we just rewatched like a lot of it. And in the beginning, it was so cute. It was like, oh, like I'm a Jersey girl and I want to take my daughter shopping, and we just buy too much crap and we're too materialistic. Like that was fine, right? Like they're all like,
harmless enough.
And the longer the show goes on, the more they stage things, the more dramatic it is, the more they're getting their space is shot full of Botox. They've all had 30 surgeries by now. They're unrecognizable. They look younger than their children. They all have some sort of fight with one another, but they go on like these people. They have these monstrous homes. They have full staffs. Some of them don't. They have cars, vacation homes. They take 2 vacations a year and they're fucking miserable. They're miserable. And of course, the longer the show goes on, the more money they make. And the longer the show that goes on, the worse they are. And by the way, you think that they're just like that on the show? Like they're acting like they're doing it for the drama? No, every day, all day, they're still fucking fighting with each other on social media. Like go on vacation, shut your phone off, take a social media break. Do what I'm doing. So anyway, they had all these people hate each other, and Dolores and Jen Fessler are both well-meaning people who are trying to sit everybody down to have like a conversation. What about Jen Fessler?
Jen Fessler sounds like a fake name that somebody would make up. Like
it does, but she seems like a nice person. I don't know.
I don't know.
So they sit everybody down for this lunch to try to have like a rational conversation to clear the air once and for all, and no one wants to do that. They should have had a trained therapist with a stun gun because things went fucking flying.
Things went off the
during
rails.
this. I can't even remember which one it was that threw things. Somebody threw things. There was like broken glass everywhere. People were pissing on the stage. Just don't care.
Can't take the smell.
Can't take the noise. Got no money to move out. Guess I got no choice. We could go on all day. We know
rats in the front, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with a baseball bat. Tried to get away, but I couldn't get far because a man with a tow truck repossessed my car.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder.
Were you singing along at home, or were you thinking to yourself, wow, you guys are really old? That song is so old. And I see
look
some
at this.
comments.
We've got new comments that are not nice.
Oh, Breck would like us to suck his dick. Well, send us a picture at maritalhate@gmail.com.
She's very discerning.
And I'll let you know how I feel about it.
And then this person just said something that isn't even
Bucket
bucket
of
of
Rosa.
Rosa, bucket of Rosa. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, and Tracy's laughing her
She's
ass
laughing
off,
her
so
ass
that's
off.
all that matters. And of course, but I do appreciate the comments; they help us. And so anyway, a lot of people. So what had happened was the whole. Were you gonna pull that off the screen?
Yeah, because we're not reading that.
What does it say?
He says, I'm Brazilian, and if you say this, he'll make an edit. And no, we're not saying whatever.
Uchupa uma.
No, don't say it
calabresa?
because it might be something terrible. And you probably just said, I'm going to kill.
So I'm Portuguese.
Yeah.
I'm Portuguese, and I only know a couple things. But one thing I said to a guy I was talking to my gay friends, and I'm like, what should I say to that guy? And he told me to walk up to this guy and say, Vossa tan and Pinto Grande porque minha changa está mulhada. And so he was like walking me outside, and I'm like, where are we going? And he's like, I'm going to show you. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm just here with my friends. My friends are crazy. And Anne says off the rails. I'm pretty sure it got off the rails long before this, but maybe I'm wrong. No, did it get off the rails today? Is this the first time?
Not really.
Probably. Oh, I guess you're right, Anne. So it's 9:04. I'm a little disappointed in us.
He's trying
New Jersey story.
Oh no, we'll
I
get back
suck a
to it.
pepperoni all the
I
time.
suck a pepperoni.
What would you call that?
I don't know. Linguiça,
Yeah, but you don't have any of that. You're like English.
No.
Like what
I'm English.
What do English people have? Oh, it's like bangers. It's a
Cucumbers.
banger. He's got a banger.
I've got a banger, mate.
Bad girl banger right there.
That's fine.
Not to be confused with the girl twerking up on Camelot's thing. Ghost the down cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
This
means.
is just
I don't know what that
trolling
means.
nonsense. So
Bucket of Rosa, it's pink bread. Oh, well, we would love some pink bread.
Come on, we have a show to do. We can't be reading things that you want us to read.
Why not? This is fun.
Yeah, but all right.
Ooh, amo.
No, don't read it because it could be something like, I'm going to kill somebody. You know,
I'm
like-
not going to kill anybody.
I know, but that's the
What
thing.
is the
He
worst
could
thing?
tell you anything.
I say something. I read a comment that a user says, and I don't know what it means, and it goes viral. That's the concern. By the way, when we tag Portugal, we don't get Portuguese people. Brazil, we tag you guys once, and there's all of the Brazilians. Go soccer.
You can say that.
That's actually true. O amo dor abunda. Yeah, only sometimes. Like honestly, twice since we've been married.
It's like my birthday.
On his birthday, we tried. The other day he tried. I probably should have given it up.
Yeah,
but
what that
11
means,
years of
folks,
marriage.
if you guys playing home, I love giving ass.
I do love.
I do not love giving ass, but whatever.
I do have some gay Brazilian friends. They love giving ass
yeah,
more than I do.
we can hook you up. Sure.
And I also have a lovely Peruvian gay friend, but he is happily married.
Oh, that's right.
So back to the housewives.
Okay.
So they sit them down, and so all these people are fighting. By the way, if you've ever watched The Housewives, or if you know who the Housewives are now, Dolores was on old episodes, but she looks so different because she had hardly under any makeup, and she was like a side player. Now that she's a main character, she's always all glammed up. She's had all kinds of things lifted and stuffed, and Dolores. So all season, Margaret Josephs has been allegedly the nemesis of Teresa and Louis, and she really has. They're all awful to one another. That's my thing. It's like if somebody else wants to be awful, let them do that. You do you. And I have that in my own life. Like I've had people that have done really awful things to me, and I haven't said a fucking word. I just walk away. Can I tell you a funny story? I have people in my life who have never asked me my side of the story.
That's right.
And they're not in my life now either because they didn't ever ask. So anyway, these people, like for me, if somebody does something wrong, if somebody does something mean to me, I know that if I reflect that back to them, I'm holding on to that toxicity. That's not good for me. So I'm not going to do that. It might feel good in the moment, but I'm telling you, it's just bad energy.
Yeah.
So they're all doing terrible things to each other. Joseph said terrible things to him, but supposedly someone had been talking to Louis' ex, and Louis' ex they've been back and forth to court for 3 years. There's kids in the middle of this. It's a fucking shit show. And so in the middle of the dinner, Margaret reveals that it's actually Jackie that's been meeting with her. And so you'd think Teresa would have been like, oh, I'm sorry for accusing you of doing that. No, of course not. And you'd think that she would tear off Jackie's head, but she has not as of yet. And Jackie is, she was like, oh, okay, well, I understand. Like I was being mean to you at the time because she had blown some shit up about her husband. So here's my advice for you. 1, treat other people the way you want to be treated, regardless of what they do. So if you're being an asshole, do you want people to kiss your ass? No. If you're being an asshole, you want people to be like, you're being an asshole. Respectfully. Bye-bye. And so these people just tit for tatted up and they're just, ugh. But they are loaded to the gills.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why don't you? I realize that people want, like, if we had more conflict, if we had loaded, like, if we were mean or awful, we'd probably be loaded to the gills. But we're nice people. Could we fake being awful? I don't know. You guys tell us. You watch the podcast every fucking night. Thank you, by the way. We appreciate you. And no, you guys have no idea how much we appreciate you. Like all the decisions we've been making lately, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. I feel such a responsibility to all of you guys to try to be here, to be supportive, to be a friend. And I don't expect anybody to come every night, but I do expect to be here every night. So if somebody feels lonely, they have somewhere to go. And so the idea of stopping is kind of like, or cutting back is, I'm wrestling with it. So anyway, some people are saying that Louis is the problem and that Teresa's life has gone to shit since he's come along. But that happened to us. Like once we got married, everything just fell apart.
That's true. Yeah, if her life went to shit, is saying a lot because she was in fucking jail.
Yeah, but then things are going better. I mean, her life has been a lot. But you got to hand, like, listen, she went to jail. I don't know what the whole deal is with that, but we know a lot of people that have been to jail. Like anybody can make a mistake. And by the way, since being in Florida, we have met so many people that have been to jail. Like you have no idea how many people have actually been to jail.
We know people that work at a jail too.
We do. But like
Oh, yeah.
people like we're like people tell me everything. Like people will like I'll be talking to a total stranger in the grocery store and she's like telling me about how she was like molested by her uncle like 30 seconds
It
later. I'm
wasn't
like,
me.
I don't know how that happened, but I'm very sorry and trying to be supportive. But like that's what happens. I don't know what my point was.
I don't know. Real Housewives lives going to shit.
People's lives going. I don't even know. I was in the middle of a tirade and it got
Hmm.
off the rails.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what the fuck I was talking about?
Well,
We got comments. Ricky's
yeah.
here. Ricky, welcome. If this is the first time you're here, Ricky, Amaram, says hello. Ricky, we do this podcast.
Well, I
Usually
don't
Monday
know
through-
if they're all together. I don't know if they're maybe they
Whether
know each
they're
other.
all together, maybe they're all spammers, maybe they're not, but they're here, and we're glad you guys are here. Welcome.
Thanks for watching.
We do this night after night, and everybody's become friends with one another, and we hope
Mm.
you will make friends too. So, everybody blames Louis because the drama has started, and once he came into her life, but her life, yes, she went to prison. Not sure why. Many people have been to prison. She or jail. She's written several books.
Mm.
She's done, and she does appearances, which appearances don't really sound like their work, but I assure you they're fucking work. I mean, even just like the podcast isn't really an appearance, right? Like we just come here and talk to you, but like it takes a lot out of us, and we don't have to leave our house. I don't get dressed half the time. We're like half the time we're in our fucking pajamas. It just, it's hard. And so I think she's done a lot. She's raised 4 children. She took care of her aging parents. They also helped her, but she really did. She really has done a lot. And I think that like, it's easy to look at someone and say, oh, well, they're vile. Like they treat people terribly, or like, they're vile and they treat people terribly, or they went to prison, or, they're shallow, or whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, everybody's human and we're all connected and we all have good things and we all have bad things. And, maybe your bad thing is that you've been to prison, but you know what? There's worse things that you can do than go to prison.
Oh, yeah.
You could work for the government. Not everybody who works for the government is fucking terrible. Not everybody, but we will talk about some people that are terrible very briefly. Ben Stiller is trending because he donated $150,000 to Kamala Harris. Really? And it's funny because I actually got
Dropping the bucket.
Text today from a young man, Jim. Jim texted me and said that Harris needs to stop with the begging political ads. So like they're asking for money. I haven't seen any of these ads. This is just one man's take on it. And I said they have plenty of money because Hollywood will always funnel a shitload of money to them. And lo and behold, $150,000 from Ben Stiller.
You know what? You might have gotten a text today by some guy named Jim.
I did.
I got a text from Kamala Harris today because
He ain't registered to vote, bitch.
but here's the thing. I don't know how she got my number.
They take it from the voter rolls, and that fucking pisses me off because I tell them I got into a fight with somebody in Marshfield. I was like, do not fucking text my number again. And somebody texted me some Republican Party thing, or I don't even know who it was. Honestly, they did not identify their party in the message. I said, I did not consent to these messages. Fuck off. I won't vote if you fucking message me again. So, on the topic of Kamala Harris, she has selected her.
She has selected her running mate.
Yes. And would you like to tell everyone who that is?
It is it Tim Walz? Is that
yes.
What's his name?
He was the former governor of Minnesota, or current. Is he the current
Current,
governor?
yeah.
So hashtag Tampon Tim is trending because he signed a bill into law that, so of course, like laws are presented and the governor has to sign off on them or the governor vetoes them. And the law calls for tampon machines in the boys' bathroom because boys have periods too. Is this something you don't believe that you need to look up?
Here's the thing. This guy has done, and from my cursory knowledge of this guy, has done
hang on a second.
a bunch of good stuff for a bunch of people, including free breakfast for all children.
Excuse me.
And you pick up on the fucking tampon
Hang
machines.
on a second. I
Craziness.
said I just had a whole tirade about like I don't like that you're completely disregarding my point, because I have no problem saying that he's otherwise fucking great, but hashtag tampon Tim is trending.
Okay.
And I'm making a point of that I think saying that boys have periods too and putting tampon machines in boys' bathrooms.
I don't know if he did or didn't.
Well, why don't you look it
I
up?
will look it up.
Please do.
But I'm just saying that, why are we harping on shit like that when I don't know.
Nobody's harping on it. It's trending. I'm used to
But they're harping because they're trending. And Kamala crash was yesterday. It's every day is some stupid thing, and I don't have any time for it.
You have all the time in the world when you want to attack somebody you don't like.
You know
you
what?
have gone on many a Trump tirade. All I did was I thought that was an interesting point of note. I just went on a tirade about how if somebody goes to prison, blah, 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 that's not the totality of who they are. So obviously I'm going to say putting tampons in the boys' room isn't the totality of who he is. But you didn't want to hear that because you're too busy telling me I'm wrong. Oh, but look
I didn't say you were
wrong.
wrong. I didn't say you were wrong. I said earlier in the podcast, I said I did not want to talk politics.
And I said I had a couple of items I need to brush through. If you didn't want to talk about it, you could have just zipped your mouth.
All right, I'll zip my mouth from now on.
Just let me make my fucking point.
Go make your point. I don't know what your fucking point is.
So my point was that it was funny. Yeah. I don't think that that's a principle I would stand on, but I don't know much about the guy. That's what I was going to say. But I thought it was, and I was going to revert back to the previous conversation I had about one thing someone does isn't the totality of who they are. But what happens is I'll be telling a story and you decide you don't like the story. So you cut me off in the middle of something funny.
All right. Well, maybe we should just, I don't know. I'm just trying to go with the flow. It felt like an attack and it felt like, why would you tell a story?
Like why would attack if I'm telling a hashtag and the reason behind the hashtag? That's an attack on you?
I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
It's an attack on you if I tell you a hashtag and what's trending.
It felt like an attack on the guy, right? Because we don't know anything about the guy.
Why are you getting upset with me because this is trending and I'm explaining why it's trending?
Why are we even including something like that?
Why don't you do the hashtags then?
You know what?
I don't know what to tell you. I picked the 10 best hashtags that I could come up with.
All right. Well,
I thought it was interesting. I shared that Ben Stiller gave $150,000 to Kamala Harris,
and you made fucking fun of it. And now you're making fun of the other guy.
I made fun of everything.
You don't make fun of Trump. You don't make fun of the hillbilly motherfucker either.
I said yesterday on the Trump thing that he shouldn't have had. I don't think it's legal for him to have a Cybertruck. I say things about him all the time. I say things about everyone. Ask the people that watch, who have all tuned off because they don't want to watch this podcast anymore because it's miserable. So Ricky said hello. Once a Brazilian poet told me Dexia de whatever that is, I can't pronounce it. Something about a penis. I don't know what it means, but making me say things in Brazilian is gotten old. I wasn't feeling well. I did not appreciate this conversation, and I don't know what that means. And Tracy says a lot of people need to be specific to say, I do not give consent to call, text, or email. Yeah. So the thing is that I don't even know what they can contact you off the voter rolls. It's ridiculous. And you can be on the Can Spam Act. You can be registered for the no call list and they'll still fucking contact you. It's ridiculous. And people have sued in the past because they've gotten calls or emails when they have, reported spam or problems with emails, but phone calls or whatever. But I don't really know what the deal is for texting. And it seems that they found a loophole with the political, with the voter rolls, and that's fucking bullshit. So, I had other hashtags. Nope. Comedy, marriage. Yes, this is so funny. Marriage, Bills Mafia, go Bills. Marriage. This is a very real marriage. Normally I have marital hate here, but I had deleted it. Oh no, there it is. Boston. We are from there, but we live in Cape Coral, Florida. ADHD, weed. I am on it. Thank God. And the ADHD, weed helps with that too, to be honest with you. Southwest Florida is where we live. Swingers, we are not. Although I went today to give someone a screenshot. Somebody had said that there were no swingers looking for a girl that were cute. Like that the people were ugly,
the people
gross.
were busted?
They were always
Okay.
gross.
Yeah.
I said, you should go on Unicorn Landing because we had
That's right.
Eric and Candace, owners of Unicorn Landing, on the podcast. Lovely, lovely couple. They're swingers and they own this woman-centered app. And I thought a lot of the couples, because we went on and set up a page. We're even still in there just to see what was there. And sure enough, I went in today because I was going to try to send them like some screen grabs or whatever. I wasn't going to send them screen grabs. I would send a screen grab of us, but I was going to just go through and like look at the couples to see if they were like
Right. See
attractive.
if it was true.
And you know, because I didn't want to speak out of school. Like I don't want to be like,
Right.
but I want to look like 10. But I remembered I had looked when we got it like that night for like what 10 seconds while we were on the podcast.
Yeah.
But I hadn't really spent any time with it. And but they must have, I don't know if they got their software update or if our trial ended, but like I can't get into it anymore. So sad. We're not going to be swinging anytime soon. I don't think we're gonna have sex with each other anytime soon at this rate. Let's see, natural health. Yeah, I'm gonna come up with the natural health shit and nag my friends.
I came up
to eat healthy because I care about them.
I came up with a nutrition chair.
The electrician chair.
The electric nutrition chair.
If you're sick every day,
yeah,
and you're still eating crab,
you might want to knock it off.
What's an electric shock gonna do?
I don't know. Works for rats.
Honestly, the electric shock might give them some relief from the chronic, constant pain they're in.
Oh, very good. See, I'm always thinking.
So it would actually encourage them.
Well, I'm worried that I shock them and then they have fucking diarrhea in my chair. Right in the pants.
If you could shock me into having diarrhea, I would really appreciate it.
There's got to be a setting on that Rife machine.
There is. I haven't been doing the Rife lately, and I really should be. It's just been a day, you guys. So it's 9:21. What could you have done better today?
Not reacted poorly to your hashtags for sure. I could have not rephrased my surprise about the frog that was hopping, and I could have. I did a lot of work today. I think I did a fairly good job at most everything except for cooking dinner.
I feel like everything I did was wrong today, and everything in my life I've ever done was wrong, and I'm really having a hard time with it right now. And so I sometimes I suck, and hopefully I will be better tomorrow. But I think I've sucked a lot, and
you haven't sucked a lot.
That's how I'm feeling. So anyway, I'll do better tomorrow. I'm grateful for the people that come to the podcast night after night and support us. And
like Tracy Marie. Oh, sorry. I clicked that twice. I could not have done anything better today. I feel like I was balanced.
Yay!
Today. Yeah, that's a good day right there.
And yeah, you guys, what could you have done better? And we do this every night because we're just trying to be better people. I am grateful for all the people who came to watch the podcast. 52 people over on TikTok. Thank you. Twitter. Thank you. We should be going live on Twitter. Todd was here very briefly. Killing was here. Jules was here. Hey guys. Tracy says you don't suck at all. Love you. You fucking amazing bitch. You. Thank you, girl. But I've just been like.
You replay all the stuff you could have done or should have done.
I've been basically like catatonic and I can't go on social media. I try for basic, and I'm putting everything I can to the podcast. It's basically been 2 weeks, and we're paying for fucking video AI, and we shouldn't be because we're fucking not even using it. I'm just having a hard time. I can't do social media right now, and I can't think, and I'm so bored all the time, but I can't focus, and I'm just really struggling. And I think I need to be in the ocean or just heavily medicated all the time or shot in the head. And so I appreciate you and your support. It means so much to us. And again, everybody else too. And I talked to both Uncle Paulie and Hookah Bob today, and Zach, and my friend Christina sent me a cute meme. So that was awesome. Thank you to everybody who came, even the people that came and just said a bunch of random words, because it helps with our engagement. Tracy, Hookah Bob, we love you guys. Gary, oh no, Matt tonight. I hope Matt's okay.
Yeah, no, Matt.
Has anybody talked to Matt? Uncle Paulie, we said that already. Oh, Patty, Kathy and Justin were here ever so briefly. Cindy, we love you. Jess.
Ann was here right on.
Hope you got a good nap. Oh yeah, Cindy. Yeah, we talked to Cindy Breck and Giovanni and Ricky. We love all of you. What did that Dexier de Sur La Vagabos?
Oh, it was something about sticking a fish in your ass or something.
I don't want to put a fish in my ass.
I don't know what it was. Tracy says, I'm grateful you're both. I'm thankful for the good night's sleep last night and hopefully again tonight. I am thankful for Beck and all she does for us, and thankful for the pancakes with sausages for dinner. Nice. And Kathy says we love you too.
Love you.
Yeah, pancakes for dinner. That's
we
a
do
good dinner.
blueberry pancakes for dinner a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like, well, like once a week.
Yeah,
gluten-free.
pretty close to that. Yeah,
Gluten-free.
gluten-free jobbies. But we are out of blueberries now. We are officially out.
So we'll have to go shopping
So I
or
have to go.
something.
Actually, I want to make it.
I haven't
Trader
even been
Joe's
going
run.
to Costco lately. Doug's been doing it.
Yeah.
That's how things have been going. So it will get better. It's turning around. Everything is coming perfectly together for us.
Mm.
The universe is
universe
lining
is
perfectly for
aligning.
us. We're going to travel and see the bills. I'm going to be healthy. We're going to help so many people. We're going to Disney all the fucking time.
And we're rethinking everything.
Sure.
That's what we're gonna do. No,
Night,
but that's
guys.
it. That's all from here. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, what's today? Wednesday?
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Tuesday
Hope-
is a low energy day anyway. So
No,
we'll see.
Tuesday is usually one of our bigger days. Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
and Friday. Wednesday and Thursday are
Wednesday.
the quieter
Well, we'll see
days.
how
So
it goes. We'll see.
I'm going to tell you this much. If there's not like 50 people there tomorrow, I'm dropping Wednesdays. Love you. Good night. Call your friends. Follow us on the socials. We'll follow you back. And we never fucking put them up tonight.
Request my song. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
This is the band.